Once there was a boy who lived in a small village. His name was Arjun. He has not failed in school, not in trouble, just stuck. Every morning he stepped out of his house with no plan, no direction, and everyone noticed. Neighbors watched him from their balconies. Still roaming? Other boys are doing something with their lives. Friends from childhood stopped calling him. When they did meet, the jokes came first. "So what are you doing these days?" Before he could answer, someone laughed. "Doing nothing is his full-time job." They didn't shout. They didn't fight. They smiled while saying it, and somehow that hurt more. At family gatherings, relatives asked questions like interviews. "What's next for you? Any plan at all?" When Arjun stayed silent, they nodded. "This boy has no future," someone whispered, loud enough for him to hear. So Arjun learned to keep quiet, to look at his phone, to pretend he didn't care. But every word stayed with him, not outside, inside. One evening, Arjun sat alone at a small tea stall. Same place, same chair, same silence. An old man sat beside him. No questions, no judgment. After a while, the man spoke. "Why do people call you useless?" The question landed suddenly. Arjun froze. No teasing, no sarcasm, just a calm voice that didn't judge. He lowered his eyes, his fingers tightened slightly. After a pause, he answered, barely above a whisper, "Because I am." Not anger, not sadness, just acceptance. The old man didn't argue immediately. He didn't correct him. He smiled, not with pity, but with understanding. "No," he said gently, "they call you useless because you haven't begun yet." Arjun's head lifted slowly. For the first time in a long while, someone wasn't telling him what he lacked. They were telling him what was missing. The old man walked a few steps and stopped beside a broken bicycle resting against a wall. The chain was loose. The tires were dusty. The seat was worn out. He pointed at it. "It's not moving," he said. "It's been standing here for weeks." Then he turned back to Arjun. "Tell me, is this bicycle useless?" Arjun hesitated. "No," he said quietly. "It's just not being used." The old man nodded. "Exactly." He placed his hand lightly on the handle. "It doesn't move on its own. It doesn't prove itself by standing still. It only becomes something when someone rides it." He looked straight into Arjun's eyes. "You're not broken. You're not empty. You're not behind. You're just waiting for the moment you decide to move." And in that moment, something inside Arjun shifted. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. The words kept replaying in his mind. "You're not useless. You just haven't started yet." For the first time, he questioned the labels people had given him. Not loudly, not dramatically, just silently, honestly. The next morning, nothing magical happened. No applause, no sudden success. But something small changed. Instead of scrolling aimlessly on his phone, Arjun picked up a notebook. He didn't write big goals. He wrote one line. "Today I will try." That day he failed. The next day he failed again. People noticed and they laughed. "Look at him acting serious now. Trying won't change who you are." The words still hurt, but this time they didn't stop him. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Arjun started learning. Slowly, clumsily, imperfectly. He made mistakes. He doubted himself. Some nights he almost quit. But every time he felt weak, he remembered the bicycle, standing still, waiting. One evening, as Arjun practiced quietly, someone stood watching. It was the old man. He didn't interrupt. He didn't praise. He simply smiled. Later, as he was about to leave, he said just one thing: "You didn't become confident overnight. You became confident the day you stopped believing the lie that you were nothing." Then he walked away. That was the last time Arjun saw him, but by then, he didn't need him anymore, because the voice that once told Arjun he was useless had been replaced by a stronger one, his own. If you're watching this and people have made you feel small, if the world has convinced you that you're late, broken, or not enough, remember this: you're not useless. You're not behind. You're just waiting to start. And the moment you begin, everything changes. If this story spoke to you, like, subscribe, and join Pain to Purpose, where real pain turns into real power.